folks, my name's Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to knit the popcorn stitch. This is an easy to learn decorative bobble knitting stitch pattern, which is great to use for sweaters, hats, and blankets. And you can use this stitch pattern throughout an entire project or just as a design element to your piece. That's up to you. Here's the front side showing the decorative stitch and the bobbles. And then on the wrong side, or the back side of the fabric, it looks like this. For this popcorn stitch pattern, you'll be working with multiples of any odd number of stitches. And for this swatch, I used multiples of 9 stitches in between each bobble. And I'll show you what it looks like with less number of stitches in between the bobbles. For the swatch tutorial, I'll work with 5 stitches. But what does this mean using the odd number of stitches? Let me show you. Here I've started a swatch. I've just created a border with a garter stitch so the swatch won't curl. And I've cast on 25 stitches, and I'm going to do the bobble stitch with multiples of 5 stitches in between each bobble stitch or popcorn stitch, which is less space than this swatch that I showed you originally. So the pattern will be, I'm going to be knitting 5 stitches and then creating the popcorn stitch, and then knitting 5 stitches and then the popcorn stitch. The popcorn stitch is 1 stitch, but to make that 1 stitch you have to knit into that 1 stitch 4 times. Let me show you how that's done. So to begin this swatch, I have created a border of garter stitch just so that the swatch doesn't curl while I'm showing you. And then I knit a few rows of just stockinette stitch, and now I'll begin the popcorn stitch pattern. So row 1 of the popcorn stitch pattern, I'm going to knit 5. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to knit in the front and back of this next stitch 4 times. So knit in the front, back, front, back. And now with that 1 stitch, I've created 4 stitches here. And to make the popcorn stitch out of this, I'm going to bind off 3 stitches from the 4 stitches to create the bobble effect. So I take the second to last stitch from the tip of the needle, and I slip that over the first to last stitch. And then I take the next second to last stitch from the tip of the needle, and I slip that over the first stitch. And then I take the last second to last stitch from the tip of the needle, and I slip that over the first stitch. So I'm down to 1 stitch, and here's the bobble or the popcorn stitch. And then I knit the next 5 stitches. And now we're going to knit front and back in the next stitch 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to create the bobble by slipping the second to last stitch over the first stitch 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and here's the popcorn stitch. Now we're going to knit the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is the popcorn stitch. So we're going to knit into this popcorn stitch 4 stitches total by knitting front and back 4 times. 1, 2, front, back. And now we're going to bind off 3 of these 4 stitches by slipping the second to last stitch over the first stitch 3 times. Here's the first one, 2, 3. There's your popcorn stitch. Then we're going to knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do the popcorn stitch again, knitting in the front and back. Front, back, front, back. There's my 4 stitches created out of 1 stitch. And now we have to bind off 3 of those stitches to get back down to 1 stitch. So we're going to slip stitch the second to last stitch over the first stitch. There's 1. Repeat that. 2. This one. 3. And then I'll knit that last stitch. Oops, and then poke that popcorn through the front. And there's our first row. We've created 4 bobbles in the first row of the popcorn stitch. And now I'm going to knit the next 3 rows. So to keep in pattern with the stockinette stitch, I'm purling the purl row, which is the wrong side of the fabric. And then I will be knitting the knit row, which is the right side of the fabric. Okay, I've just finished knitting in stockinette stitch 3 rows, and now I'm going to start up the next row as the popcorn stitch row, but I'm going to alternate the sequence. So to alternate for the next popcorn stitch row, I have to begin the row by knitting only half of the odd number of stitches minus 1. So for me, I'm going to knit the first 2 stitches, and then the third stitch would be the popcorn stitch, and then I'll continue in pattern of 5 stitches popcorn stitch, 5 stitches popcorn stitch. So whatever you're doing for an odd number, if you're doing 9 stitches for instance, like my original swatch here, I did 9 stitches popcorn stitch, 9 stitches popcorn stitch for the first popcorn stitch row, and then the second popcorn stitch row I did half the 9 minus 1, which is 4 stitches popcorn stitch, and then created the rest of the row, which would be 9 stitches popcorn stitch, 9 stitches popcorn stitch. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so for here we'll do 1 more row of the popcorn stitch. We'll knit 2 and then create the popcorn stitch, which is creating 4 stitches into 1 stitch by knitting in the front and back, total of 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then binding off 3 of those stitches from the 4 stitches to get back to 1 stitch by slip stitching the second to last stitch from the tip of the needle. So 1, 2, 3, and there's the 4th. And now we're going to knit 5 stitches. And now we'll continue that sequence of the popcorn stitch. Front, back, front, back, slip stitch 3, 1, 2, 3, and now knit the next 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now the popcorn stitch. When you're knitting in the front, you're going to the left of the stitch to go knit up and make the stitch, and then to knit in the back, you're going to go over that bar and knit to the back of the stitch. 2, and then we knit in the front, 3, and then knit in the back. We have to twist the needle towards us and go in the back. And now we're going to slip stitch 3 of those stitches over the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, and there's your popcorn stitch. Knit the next 5, and then popcorn stitch. Front, back, front, back. Slip 3, 1, 2, 3. There you have it. Okay, so here on the swatch, I did multiples of 5 stitches in between each popcorn stitch. And then for the original swatch in gray, this was multiples of 9 stitches in between each popcorn stitch. Also, the space is a lot more. There's 5 rows in between each popcorn stitch row on the gray swatch. And on the white swatch, they're a bit closer. There's 3 rows in between each. So it's up to you. Both are very pretty and very easy to make. You just repeat these 2 popcorn stitch rows and the spacing you want in between each of those rows throughout the entire piece. I hope this tutorial has helped you learn the popcorn stitch. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to showing you more patterns to add to your knitting box. But until then, I hope all your dreams come true and you do something nice for yourself, and happy knitting. Bye.